It was a nice, cool run, though. I must admit that. It was a nice, cool run. But it looks like it's about to stop right to get up out of here. At least finish the walk down. Let's clean up a little bit so I'll be able to get up out of here. Nice cool down, though. I must say that. A nice cool down. We had a lot of people in the chat this morning, guys. We had over 500 people. No, we had like in the live today. So hit the like button as y'all tune in, tapping in of season 10 of the walk down. There's something that I do every day. I run 6 miles a day and then walk another 3 or 4. But this episode of the walk down is raining. So, but guess what? Yeah, but what we got to realize, man, that discipline is very, very important. 2025 and beyond, you got to be disciplined, guys. Being disciplined on a daily basis will take you very, very far in life. You can't help but be successful if you are disciplined every single day. If you are disciplined every single day, you got to be disciplined with it every single day. 'Every single day. And you got to tell yourself, look, I got to be disciplined on what I do. You got to be disciplined every single day. This discipline is very, very important, guys. A lot of times people just lack discipline. You know, discipline can carry you a long way. If we are disciplined 80% of the time in life, things will go your way majority of the time. And if it don't go your way, guess what? You're still holding on to your discipline and you'll be able to make it through whatever the situation might be. No matter what the situation was. Because guess what, guys? If I didn't want to stop smoking them filthy Black and Milds, guess what? If I didn't have the discipline to sit down and throw them Black and Milds away and understand that those Black and Milds are really, really, really bad for my health. If I didn't have the discipline at 25 years old to throw away those Black and Milds, guess what? I would still be smoking Black and Milds right here to this day. And that was 25 years ago. Even though it's raining, right? It might be raining. But guess what? Long as you are positive, long as you are pursuing your goals, and dreams, whatever they might be. I don't care how hard it's raining. Guess what? It won't be able to stop you. I don't care what storm is. They won't be able to stop you. It won't. So I hope y'all having a great day. I hope it's not raining where y'all at. It is raining over here where I'm at. But guess what? I still got to be disciplined and put the work in. I had to still be disciplined and come out here and run the 6 miles and do my walk down every single day. If I didn't have my phone in my hand, guess what, guys? I would still be walking right now. I would still be walking. I would still be walking. Appreciate y'all for joining me. If I didn't have the discipline, right, I wouldn't even be out here, bro. I wouldn't even be out here putting in the work. I would. I would say, man, look, it's raining, bro. I'm going home. But because I got the discipline to put in the work every single day, because I got a goal at the end of the rainbow that must be accomplished. And I got to work towards that goal every single day. Rain, snow, or heat. A lot of y'all see me out here take care of my business in the snow. Yes, in the rain, snow, or heat. We got to stay disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Discipline, bro. Let me tell you something about discipline. If you have the discipline to control your mind and tell your mind, look, you're going to do the way I want you to do it, no matter how hard it hurts, no matter how hard you don't want to do it. Guess what? No matter what negativity come across your path, if you got the discipline to overcome it, guess what? And work through it, you'll come out stronger at the end of the day. You'll come out stronger at the end of the week. You'll come out stronger at the end of the month. You'll come out stronger at the end of the year. You'll come out stronger at the end of the decade. Yes, we're talking long term, bro. Discipline is a decade thing. It's not today. I ain't gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it today. I ain't gonna do it next week. It's an everyday thing. 365, 7 days a week. For years, decades. It's a lifestyle, bro. It's a lifestyle. As I'm waiting on this rain to stop so I can continue to walk so I won't what damage my phone. It is a lifestyle. Discipline is a lifestyle, guys. See, a lot of us don't even have the patience to be disciplined. A lot of people don't have the patience to be disciplined. So we gotta work on, you gotta work on developing your mind to control your body, to be able to accomplish the things that must be accomplished. See, that's a lot of people just lack discipline, bro. Whatever the case may be, you can fill in the blank. We just lack discipline. Whether it's going to that filthy restaurant every single day, whether it's ordering DoorDash and Uber Eats every single day, the food you know you're not supposed to be eating. You just got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined enough to say, okay, I'm gonna make my own food. I'm gonna take my own food to work or to the gym or wherever. I'm gonna make my own lunch. I'm gonna prepare my own lunch if I gotta make it for the whole week. As an example, you gotta have the discipline to do that, bro. You gotta have the discipline to quit eating a jumbo jack with cheese every single day. You gotta have the discipline, no matter how bad your body want to crave for that cup of coffee with all that sugar in it. You gotta have the discipline to stop drinking them sodas every single day. I used to love me a Dr. Pepper, bro. I used to have to drink me a Dr. Pepper every single day. But guess what? I had to have the discipline to tell myself, I don't need to be drinking all that sugar. All you got to do is take that 12-ounce soda and look how much sugar is in there, bro. And buy you a scale and weigh it up. And you'll see, man, I'm doing myself a disservice by buying this soda that costs $3. The rain is almost passing by. See, that's just like how it rains and then it stops. That's just like obstacles in life. Once you just understand it's just a season, just like this rain, eventually it's gonna pass by, and I'll be able to keep on walking and continue to do what I'm doing. Once you realize whatever storm you're going through, whatever rain you're going through in life, you got to realize that's when you find out who you are as a person. That's who you find out how strong you really are. You don't find out how strong you are when you got it all. You find out who you are when you're in the midst of pain and struggle and problems. That's when you find out who you are. When you down, when it's the fourth quarter and you down by 10, like last night, Indiana Pacers lost their star player, but guess what? Even though they lost the game, they still won the war. Why? Because they didn't give up. They fought to the very end. They fought to the very end. Even though to see that man go down like that, which we already know, 8 times out of 10, if you have a calf injury, if you keep pushing, shout out to Halliburton. If you keep pushing, guess what's going to happen? That Achilles is going to go out sooner or later. Halliburton already knew what he was putting on the line last night in that game. Halliburton already knew what risk he was. He already knew the risk of playing the basketball game with a ruptured calf muscle, with a pulled calf muscle. He already knew he was taking a big chance of rupturing his Achilles, and he might be out for the whole next year. He already knew last night that he already knew when he first got the calf injury that, man, if I take this chance, it's a big possibility that I might rupture my Achilles. He knew that already, but guess what? He wanted to overcome and be there for his teammates and possibly win that championship that they lost last night. But guess what? He played all the way through. He didn't quit on his teammates. And that might cost him a whole nother year of basketball, guys, because that Achilles muscle back there, that is a hard, tough injury to come over. It's not easy. It's not easy to come over that type of injury. He could have said, well, you know what? I'm going to stomp the brakes and I'm not going to play. And he could have said, I'm going to just go take this time off and miss the rest of these games. But he played all the way to the end. And guess what happened, guys? They almost pulled it off. See, for Halliburton to do what he did, it takes discipline. It takes discipline, guys. It look like it's a stop raining. Now I can go. Yeah. Because you know I like to walk and talk. It takes discipline. Truck, whatever your name is. If you would listen and pay attention, then you would understand what I'm talking about. I'm not talking in a totally different language, bro. I'm talking where a 9th or a 10th grader can understand what I'm saying. So it takes discipline. Like how you ain't paying attention, right? You gotta have the discipline to listen to what I'm talking about, bro. You gotta have the discipline to listen to what I'm talking about. Then you would understand. You would have to ask a lame question that you just asked me. That wasn't a very intelligent question. You know that, right? When all you had to do was have the discipline enough to just listen to what the OG talking about. But I appreciate you for joining me. I am your host, the one and only Stock Sniper. Welcome to the Walk Down, the 10th episode of the Walk Down. Oh, shoot. As I'm trying to get to the other side so I can finish this walk down. See, I had to have the discipline to come out here and put the work in. You know what I'm saying? I had to have the discipline. Discipline is very, very, very important. One of the main ingredients that people don't tend to have in 2025 is discipline. And when it comes to discipline, you got to have patience with discipline. Discipline is high on the list to overcome whatever you're trying to overcome, bro. Yes, it's very simple, right? Oh, yeah, Stock Sniper. I know exactly. You know, discipline. Come on, everybody know that. But it's a different. It's a difference between knowing and doing. Yes, I know it takes hard work, discipline, which is hard work. Nobody wants to do the work. Nobody wants to do the work. So we gotta practice. We gotta practice on doing the work, on putting the work in. As look what just happened. Now look, once you have the discipline, and in the rain, right? Because even in life, it's gonna rain, bro. In life, it's gonna rain. Rain is equal to problems, frustrations, you know, obstacles. It's gonna rain. But how you come back from that rain, how you act in the middle while it's pouring down raining, builds your character, builds who you are as a person. Long as you stay down till you come up, you gotta listen to the OG. Long as you stay down till you come up. But you gotta have the discipline and the patience to be able to work through all this. Just like I had the discipline and the patience to keep on running them 6 miles and it's pouring down raining, right? I had the discipline to keep going as an example. And then I had the discipline to just chill and just wait because I didn't want my phone to get wet and wait till the storm passed by. So you also got to be patient and you got to have a little bit of common sense when it comes to getting to your goals, right? You got to take steps. 1, 2, 3 steps. Because guess what, guys? Time, you got to take it day by day. Why? But you got to realize that time is passing, bro. Time is passing. We're going to look up and this week is going to be over with. Or you're going to be disciplined every single day this week. Whatever the case may be. Be to work on time. Some people can't be to work on time, right? Some people can't stick to the diet. Some people can't stick to the plan. Some people can't stick to whatever plan it might be. Some people can't stick to it. Some people can't keep a job because they can't get along with nobody on the job. Some kids can't pay attention to the teacher because they think they know it all. Some people can't pay attention to their parents because they think they know it all, right? Some people can't be successful in life because they're not disciplined every single day. It takes every single day. You got to put the work in and you got to be disciplined. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be peaches and cream while you putting this work in every single day. Just like sometime I got to run in the rain. Sometime I got to run in 110-degree heat. Sometime I got to run in the snow. Sometime it's beautiful and pretty and it's 60-degree weather outside. But I understand it ain't going to be like that every single time, bro. That's the same thing with life. It's always obstacles that you got to push through and you got to conquer every single day. But you got to embrace those seasons. Why? Because that's when you learn. You learn when things are bad. You learn when you spend all your money and you live in paycheck to paycheck. You learn when you get beat like Island Boy did last night. You learn from things. Island Boy thought like last night. I'm gonna make a little joke. Island Boy thought because Charleston White only had one eye and he was 50 years old like me. Island Boy thought that he could beat him. See, that's why I be telling you youngsters, bro, quit underestimating these OGs and try to learn something. But what the thing is about these youngsters these days, they don't have no discipline, right? If Island Boy would have had the discipline when he fought Charleston White last night, guess what? He'd have trained properly. He'd have took it serious. And he wouldn't have looked at like a bozo because he got beat by a 50-year-old man with one eye. So he looked like a bozo. He got manhandled by an OG. If y'all seen that Charleston White Island Boy that Aiden Ross put on last night, perfect example. Perfect example on what I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? All them youngsters be hollering, be thinking A dude old. 50 years old is not old. 50 is not old. I hope y'all realize that. 50 is not old. And guess what? Island Boy, at that press conference, Island Boy said the same thing that my little cousin said. My little cousin told me the same thing. I told y'all about this story before. My little cousin, he thought he could beat me in basketball. He was calling me old, OG, and Unc, and all these different type of terminologies. And say, oh, you old, you can't do this, you can't do that. Okay, try me. And that's what I told my little cousin. Try. And guess what? He got dealt with the same way Island Boy got dealt with last night. It ain't because okay. Listen to the OG. It's not because Charleston White is more athletic than him. It ain't like Charleston White is a hell of an athlete. It's not. That was not the problem. The problem is this: majority youngsters lacks discipline, especially the ones that underestimate the OGs and don't have no respect for nobody that's older than them. Somebody that's older than them can't tell them nothing. So what Island Boy had was a lack of discipline, and he ain't put the work in. He didn't put no work in. He didn't take it serious. Why? Because he already got it made up in his mind that this dude is old. And he got what? Mollywopped all across the floor, and he quit on the stool. He quit. He couldn't make it, bro. And he looked bad. And it ain't just because he's just that worse of an athlete. It's just because he didn't have any discipline. He didn't have no discipline, bro. He took the OG for a joke, not knowing that in life, as being an older person, bro, in life, some people have been through a lot, so they know how to maneuver. Charleston White probably didn't even train for that fight. They say that he was drinking all night, but because he's older, he's been through some things. Guess what he knew how to do? He knew how to pace himself. He knew how to pace himself, something that Island Boy didn't know nothing about. So when he got pushed into the water, guess what happened to the Island Boy? Because he never been in that position before. Number one, he got emotional because Charleston White was hitting him with some shots and was hurting him. Man, my battery going dead. But I'm going to go live about this a little bit later, guys. I'm going to go live about this because it's all about discipline. Discipline and taking life serious, right? You got to take things serious. So I will be back later, guys. Appreciate y'all for watching me. Discipline is the number one thing, and you have to put the work in, and you got to take life serious. That's three things you got to get out of this: discipline, put the work in, take life serious. And another thing, you got to learn from the OG so you get the knowledge and how to maneuver and how to make things happen. So with that being said, I see y'all later. This is the one and only Stock Sniper. I'm out.